Hi gamers! Welcome back to the third part of the Blast Bounty Charity Pickem Challenge, the show where I tell you objective true facts about the future of upcoming Counter-Strike matches, and I donate to charity if fate decides to make me look like an idiot. So in the previous video, we went over the results of the first round of the Blast Bounty, and I made my predictions for round 2. In this video, I'm going to be doing much the same thing. I'm going to be going over the results of round 2 and how my predictions went, along with predicting the upcoming matches for the quarterfinals. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first game of round 2 was Pain versus Heroic, and I predicted that Pain was going to win. I do remember saying that I really had no idea what to expect from this game, and you know, I didn't expect that I was going to get it wrong, because Heroic ended up winning this match. And I think I'm done underestimating Heroic. They have shown over the last 2 games that they are not fucking around, so I am very excited to see what they can do now that they're on LAN. The second match was Gentlemates versus Team Liquid, and I predicted Gentlemates to win because Liquid is terrible, and I'm the biggest Liquid hater you will ever meet in your life, and I hate that I have to say this, Liquid actually beat Gentlemates. Okay, so all sarcasm aside, I didn't really know what to expect from Gentlemates, and that game kinda... they didn't really do a whole lot. From what I saw in both these games and also the IEM Rio close qualifiers that started today as of recording, Gentlemates seem to be this kind of team that can like play good sometimes and also play bad sometimes. Like it's really 50-50 whether or not they're actually gonna, you know, show up. Next up, we got Game Religion versus Aurora. Now, I remember saying that in this game, I thought that Game Religion were going to win, but it was going to be, like, they were going to eke out a win, and that is exactly what they did. I got that one right. Honestly, more than anything, it's just like, what the hell is happening with Aurora, right? Like, this team was so good last year. Back when they were Eternal Fire, right? They were, like, really cool to watch. They were, like, they were playing some really strong Counter-Strike, and then... I don't know, dude. It's just been so strange. Like, it's just been so weird. They should be so much better, but they're just not. I don't even know. It's just strange. Now that Anubis is back in the map pool, it did get some changes in the update that came out literally today. And I'm sure that's going to drastically change the meta of the map, so maybe they won't even be the best Anubis team anymore, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when it comes to Aurora, but they're probably not going to end up being a top 10 team in the world this year. So next up we have Monty versus Falcons. Monty, this is yet another team. Add this to the list of teams to keep your eye on this year. Their IGL Gizmi is like really into like the anti-stratting, and that's how they were able to beat Na'Vi. So I mean, they played some good rounds against Falcons. So they did lose. Falcons got the dub, but definitely keep your eye on Monty going forward. Perivision versus Astralis. This is not really a surprise. Astralis, you know, they've got a lot of work to do to be, you know, a team worthy of any kind of respect. Perivision, on a whole nother level, I think that Perivision will probably take over Aurora's spot in the rankings, you know, around that, like, you know, like 8 to 6 range at some point this year. Though I think Perivision are going to be very good. Inner Circle versus Spirit. Spirit donked all over them. We didn't get to see the same Inner Circle that destroyed 3D Max, but you know, at least Spirit's looking pretty good. Eyeballers versus Vitality. Eyeballers, again, along with Monty, Eyeballers is another team to keep your eyes on, guys, because they went into like double overtime against Vitality on Anubis. They beat FaZe Clan, and like I forget what they did in the Rio close qualifier today, but definitely keep your eye on this team. And the last game of round 2 was Foot versus Furia. I was so conflicted watching this game because I both wanted Furia to win, but like I felt so bad for Foot because they were playing so good. Like they deserved to go to LAN. Honestly, they definitely deserve to go to LAN. They played so good. They should definitely be proud of themselves. I believe they're going to IM Krakow. So at least are going to be playing at least one LAN this year, which is really good. And, you know, I think they'll be able to do fairly decently at that event. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. But, like, they are definitely, in my opinion, the second. Like, if I had to, like, rank, maybe I'll make that video, like, teams to follow this year. Perryvision is one of them. Foot would, if Perryvision's number 1, Foot is number 2, okay? Like, Foot, definitely a team you guys should watch and see what they're able to do this year. So, these being the results of my picks, I got 6 of the 8 correct with 2 wrong. We're going to be adding $2 to the pot. So out of the 24 matches that have currently been played, I've only got 9 wrong so far, so I'm feeling pretty confident going into the quarterfinals, guys. Speaking of which, let's get right into that. Okay, so these are our quarterfinal matches. The top 4 of the Blast Bounty, or not top 4. The top 8 of the Blast Bounty. Liquid versus Falcons. This is actually, I'm not going to be sarcastic. I'm not going to just say that Liquid are automatically going to lose this one, because we're getting down to the wire here. This is going to be played on LAN. This is the LAN section of the event. There are no more online games, which is kind of like where a bunch of these teams are more accustomed to playing anyways. The quality of CS here that we're going to be seeing is probably going to be at a higher level than we saw online, and that is going to play into my predictions here. Falcons, in this match, both A, are not going to have Zonic as their coach because of, unfortunately, his brother tragically passed away, so he will not be able to attend, which is totally understandable, but still unfortunate. Kyosuke is also going to miss, and they have to play with one of their academy players. I personally have never seen any of the Falcons Academy players play, so I don't know if they're any good. We'll have to wait and see how he plays. But even with both of those factors, I genuinely do think that Falcons is going to win against Liquid anyway. Like, it's like I'm kind of joking when I say I think Liquid suck. Mostly, I do think that Liquid do suck. They have been playing pretty decently, right? Like, they have been playing pretty decently in the Blast Bounty so far, but how long is that going to last? I don't know. They could beat a wounded Falcons, but, you know, if they do end up beating Falcons, I don't think they make it much farther than that. Next up, Heroic versus Furia. So for this game, we have a team that is punching way above their weight, and a team that is punching way below their weight, right? Like, Furia so far this year have been really underwhelming, you know? Like, at the end, like, they played so badly in the Budapest Major Playoff, and then they play against 9. I don't remember how that game really went for them. And then in their game against Foot last week, the only one of Furia's players that like really showed up at all was Molodoy. And the only reason that they're here right now is because of Molodoy. So, man, I really do hope that Furia can get their shit together, because I am predicting them to win. But it's gonna go. This game is gonna go one of 3 ways. Number 1, Furia is back, right? They, like, the online jitters or whatever, the slump that they were in, that's over, and they're, like, back to their full force. 2, Molodoy carries while the rest of the team is still struggling, and it's a very close victory. Or Heroic just defeat Furia, right? Like, that's in two of the 3 possible scenarios I see in my head, Furia is winning, but it's not super unlikely that Heroic is able to get the victory here. Perryvision versus Spirit. This is going to be a fire game. I can already tell you right now, this is going to be the game to watch for the quarterfinals. Perryvision is extremely interesting. They're so strong. Perryvision just looks so cohesive. You know what I mean? Like, they just look so put together. Like, they feel like a complete unit, you know? Zwei just slots into this team so well. He is working with James so well. And then, you know, Spirit, you know, Donk is going to be donking all over Perryvision. That is not going to be, that's not a question. But will that be enough? Maybe not. I really don't know, man. Man, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna go with my gut and say that Perivision is going to upset Spirit in this game. I got a feeling. I got a feeling Perivision is going to upset Spirit. It's gonna be like Donk is gonna absolutely just drop serious numbers, but Perivision, stronger unit, more cohesive, gonna be able to put Spirit away in like a 3-map affair. Gamer Legion versus Vitality. So before we get into anything, Vitality is going to win. It's not even going to be close. But this is going to be a huge game for Gamer Legion because this is yet another top 8, yet another playoff that this team has been able to achieve, right? Like in 2025, they went to more playoffs that in that one year than the rest of their organization's history combined. So starting off the year very strong with a top 8 finish already. And this is great opportunity for players like PR, right? Like PR was a really hot prospect in his rookie year last year, and unfortunately, he didn't get picked up by any teams. The roster mania of 2025 going into 2026 wasn't really much of a roster mania. It was kind of a roster but there's always post Cologne major shuffles. There's always mid-season shuffles. There's always the end of this year going into next year. Starting off strong with a good game against Vitality, even if they lose, that could be a good way to sell yourself to some new teams. Okay, well that's about it. I got nothing else for you. I'll try and get this up before the games start tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.